Hi there, this is Sasha from Halloween, and you're watching Alejandrosis, and we're going to play in April 15 in Colombia. Be there.
La agrupación alemana Helloween es uno de los 5 actos que podremos disfrutar en la primera edición del Monsters of Rock Colombia, este impresionante concierto que se va a realizar el próximo sábado 15 de abril en el Estadio El Campín de Bogotá. Allí los referentes del power metal compartirán escenario con los brasileños de Angra, los británicos Deep Purple, los también alemanes Scorpions y desde los Estados Unidos Kiss. A manera de que nos metamos en modo Monsters of Rock, hoy tenemos una entrevista con el guitarrista de Helloween, Sacha Herzner, aquí en Alejandrosis. Bienvenidos. No olviden suscribirse a este canal para estar atento a todo nuestro contenido. Para ello, activen las notificaciones. Y si les gusta este video, no duden en compartirlo y darnos un me gusta. Con esta participación en el Monsters of Rock Colombia será la 8ª visita de Helloween a nuestro país. Su debut se produjo en el año 2001, cuando la banda se presentó en Medellín y Bogotá, promocionando entonces su álbum The Dark Ride. En años más recientes se transformó en un septeto, con la presencia de 3 cantantes, Kai Hansen, Andy Deris y Michael Kiske. De hecho, en el 2017 llegaron con esa alineación a Bogotá a la Carpa de las Américas como parte del tour Pumpkins United. En el 2018, Helloween sumó su nombre al Notfest Colombia y en 2022 prendió en llamas el Movistar Arena en compañía de los suecos de Hammerfall. A propósito de ello, partamos por allí la entrevista con Sacha Herzner preguntándole acerca de qué siente de que su banda actúe cada vez en un recinto más grande en esta ciudad.
Yeah, that's great. And also I have to admit, for me, it's not about the size of the venues at all. But for sure, if you have so many people in the audience, it's a lot of energy that you're getting back, you know. But this time it's a very special occasion as well, because we're going to tour with great bands. You know, like I mean, this is a sick lineup. You know, we go with Kiss and Scorpions, and this is crazy. You know, it's unbelievable.
Como les comentaba, Helloween va a tocar en compañía de sus compatriotas Scorpions. Acerca de este honor, nos comenta Sacha Herzner.
Yeah, we have a couple of times. We have been playing Rock in Rio a couple of years ago with them, and a few other shows. I think we played another show in Brazil with them, and yeah, we did a couple of times, which was already amazing. You know, it was the whole tour was with Scorpions and Whitesnake. Yeah, hold on. I got something. I hope I find it right away. I'm not sure, but I think so. Here, I got a very old Scorpions book. It's like it must be from early 80s, I think 1980 or something, or maybe 70s and end of 70s, and it's showing like really old pictures of them and stuff, you know. So so actually for me it's great to play with them. I mean, because then you kind of remember the little kid you've been when you grew up listening to that music, you know. So it's kind of strange in a good way to share stages with those people, you know.
En los repertorios que ha interpretado Helloween recientemente en nuestro país, la banda hace un recorrido por su discografía y eso incluye álbumes esenciales como Walls of Jericho de 1985, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 y parte número 2 del año 87 y 88 e incluso The Time of Out de mediados de los años 90, discos en los que Sacha Herzner no tocó, pero se ha aprendido estas canciones y las sabe interpretar muy bien en vivo. Acerca de ese desafío, el guitarrista nos comenta.
I gotta say, now me being in the band for 20 years, it feels so natural, you know. I really feel like in the first like 10-15 years it probably wasn't that way so much, but now it feels like it's in my DNA as well. You know, like for 20 years when you in a band like this, you kind of morph together. You know, you kind of it's in your DNA. I totally know what Helloween is about. So whenever like an old song comes up, I instantly understand what it's about. You know, I instantly, if there's some lick or a riff or whatever, I'm like, it's this again. You know, because there's a certain style how to play these things, and they're very unique. You know what Kai and Mikey did in the 80s was something like normal guitar players probably wouldn't do. You know, it's something unique in there because they have this kind of self-taught playing style, you know, and there's some unique stuff you wouldn't probably lay out as a guitar player that way. But so in the beginning it was kind of weird, some parts, and now after 20 years I have to say it's like in my DNA. You being part of that band, of that machine, you know. Being 7 guys now, this feels natural to me as well. You know, we've been touring now for a long time together. We made this record together a lot of years ago when people were asking me about the lineup when we were 5 people, you know. And when Danny joined later on, you first have to tour together. You first have to do albums together to kind of get the same vibe and to have something growing like a family, you know. So there's this weird uncle coming to your birthday and you know how he is, you know. And so that kind of feeling, and that's how it feels to me to be on tour, you know. Like in my case, being the youngest feels like being with all my uncles on tour, you know. But yeah, it's, for me it feels just natural.
Wonderful. Sasha, talking about the tours and play live, Helloween Experience is a real party. You are not the typical band that comes out, plays, and says goodbye. No, Helloween is something that goes further. You deliver a great experience. There are humor, there is connection with the audience, there are balloons and fun. For those who have not experienced yet the Helloween show, please tell them how it's like.
Circus. I would say it's like a circus. You know, you see like weird dudes running, jump on stage and doing weird acting, and you have like a lot of characters on stage. That's what I noticed with like a lot of bigger bands, that you always have like characters on stage, and but the most bands don't have that. Most bands, they have like 1 or 2 guys who are like really sticking out, and then the rest of the band is kind of blending in and on the stage, and they're playing the songs. But with us it's different. It's like you have each person of us has their like very unique style and character, creating energy. And you can watch other bands too. I mean, if you we've been talking about Scorpions, same thing. You have like in all these like big bands, you have strong characters on a stage, and with our shows there comes this bigness on top, humorous part on top, and not taking things too seriously. I think that makes a huge difference in this whole like metal world where everybody pretends to be evil and, you know, and being serious, you know. So we are combining all these parts. So I would say like I'm more serious side than for instance Marcus, you know. So we have like this whole range of characters on stage that are creating energy and fun together in a certain way. I think that's important, and that's what people can feel. And then also I think musically we still have this very rare rock and roll and punk attitude, you know. It's not like so polished everything. Like a lot of bands nowadays, especially the newer ones, they're very polished when they're on stage. Everything like very straight, laid out and polished, and you know, and planned out, I think. And that's not the case with Helloween. So our shows, we don't even know what to expect from our shows. We go on stage and it's like just a blast, you know.
En el último tiempo llamó la atención una fotografía publicada en el Instagram de Sasha Herzner en el que le podíamos ver dándose un beso con su compañero de banda, el bajista Markus Grosskopf, con la etiqueta "Hagan el amor y no la guerra". Acerca de lo que generó esta imagen, esto nos comenta el guitarrista.
First of all, I find it kind of strange that people don't understand the message, make love, not war, which is like a very old slogan, and I don't get why people are not getting it, because it makes sense, you know. So and here's the thing, like, we being a band on tour and not only being like business partners, what a lot of people are thinking when they're watching like bigger bands, they're thinking like, okay, of course it's a business as well. We're family and we love each other, and that was a moment where it just happened. We were like having a great time together at some hotel bar, and all the time when we're together and we have like some free time in between the shows, there are moments like this where we're just like, hey, I love you, buddy. Like right now in Europe, we have this war going on and everything, and I thought like, well, it's like, this picture shows actually that there are no boundaries. There's no, like, you know, you can build bridges, you can just love each other, and it doesn't matter if you two guys or girls or, you know. I just, for me, it was felt like, okay, that's like end of discussion, you know, just love each other, and we're all connected, and that's what I actually believe, that we're all connected. Also, animals, the whole earth, we're living on this planet, and we're all connected, and that's my strong belief, and so for me, it felt natural to put out this message, you know. And of course, I get that for some people it's controversial because they're seeing like two males kissing each other, but hey, what the heck, why not? We're brothers, you know. We're in this band together for 20 years. We see each other in weird occasions, you know, traveling and everything. So, and we went through good times and bad times together, and we're still making music together. So it must be love, you know. So and you can share that. I think it's what a lot of people do, and I feel guilty myself that way as well. Is, of course, a lot of social media is kind of presenting yourself in your best way, and you know, and people trying to look the best they can, and whatsoever. And I think it's nice to sometimes make a good statement, you know. And it's the same thing what I do about veganism. So I know animal abusement, but I sometimes feel I have to share what I think about it, and I see a lot of fans appreciating this, and so I think it's a good message. And as I said in the beginning, I don't understand why people don't get this message. That's all what we should care about, making love and not war.
Perfecto, ahí lo tienen, Helloween, una vez más en Colombia, ahora con un cartel tremendo. Kiss, Deep Purple, Scorpions y Angra, Monstruos del Rock, 15 de abril, Estadio El Campín. Yo no pienso perdérmelo. Quiero agradecerle a la gente de Páramo Presenta, organizadores de este evento, y al señor Miguel Santa Coloma por este contacto con este extraordinario músico. Muy bien, yo quiero que en los comentarios ustedes me indiquen qué tanto quieren ver a Helloween, cuál es su banda favorita del Monsters of Rock y sus expectativas. Voy a estar muy pendiente a sus opiniones. No olviden suscribirse a este maravilloso canal, activar las notificaciones y darnos un me gusta. Mi nombre es Alejandro Bonilla, siempre es un gusto compartir con ustedes. Me encuentran en redes sociales como Alejandrosis. Muy pronto nos vemos aquí con más álbumes clásicos, entrevistas, todo lo que nos gusta, el buen rock and roll. Hasta pronto.